Earlier this week, I asked you guys what the most underrated AI apps out there are, and I gotta say, you guys really came through. I was able to add a lot of ideas to my video ideas list, and today's video is one of them. That's right, today we're going to be taking a look at Poe.com. Apparently, this is actually created by the Quora website, and that's why it's so professional. Anyways, Poe has been around for a very long time. However, the website has changed quite a lot since I last tested it out. And there's a lot of very exclusive features on here. One-stop shop for all your different kinds of useful and fun AI bots, as well as access to official APIs such as the ChatGPT API or the Claude 2 API. Now, I gotta say, overall, I'm pretty impressed with this interface. It's very professional, it's very clean. I mean, if it is developed by Quora, they obviously know what they're doing and can make a web interface. Right in the center, they have a Start New Chat option where I can type any words I want and send them off to the chatbot of my choosing. We've got a few options up top. We've got Assistant. Again, this is Poe's custom general chat assistant. Claude Instant 100K, this is the older version of Claude, and then we've got GPT-4, and we'll get to that later, along with this final More button. And when you click this, it brings up a menu with all of the different APIs you can access, and they've got a pretty good selection here. Now, you might be wondering what this Midjourney bot is, and we will get to those later, but these are essentially user-created custom bots. Anyways, they've also got file uploading, which is really awesome, as well as the ability to speak to the bot with your own voice and have it transcribe that into text. But the Assistant works about as you would expect. It's essentially GPT 3.5 or ChatGPT. Completely free to talk to through Poe. So why would you use this over ChatGPT? Well, we'll get into that. Response times are pretty quick here. It does seem to respond pretty much as ChatGPT would. However, when you're actually in the chat interface, you can see things are a little bit different. Right in the center here, you have the ability to share your chats. You can like or dislike them, and it auto-generates a bunch of follow-up questions that you can use. Oh, what are some common tasks you can assist with? Simply by clicking it, it will send that chat off. So it makes things pretty easy and simple. If I was to set my grandma up with a chatbot, this would probably be a good option. I want to see what happens when we upload like a PDF. Tell me about this PDF. This is actually a really big PDF, so they must have some technology in the background that is allowing the GPT 3.5 turbo model to get a good idea of what's inside of it, because this is way too much text for GPT 3.5 to process all at once. In general, this thing has done a really good job at breaking down the PDF I linked. So if you want to get analyses of PDF documents, this is definitely a good place to go. When Claude 2 eventually starts to cost a monthly amount, this might have to be my place to go to upload PDF files. And speaking of Claude 2, this is another one of those bots that we do have access to. And if I upload that same PDF, I can see, so it's doing some different trickery here. It seems like it's actually just uploading the PDF straight to Claude 2 based on how long it's taking Claude 2 to respond. I'm impressed. That's nice to see. So when it needs to, it's going to use that PDF analyzer for the smaller models, but the larger models that can accept a ton of text, such as Claude 2, get the straight upload. At any rate, what you can do is clear chats up with this button, very similar to what Bing Chat does. And over here on the side, let's say I don't want my Claude 2 chat anymore, I can literally just go and delete it. You guys might have noticed one of the huge differentiators here between this and ChatGPT is the fact that you can have a bunch of different customized personal bots all in one interface on one website. I can have Claude 2, GPT-4, GPT 3.5, as well as, like I mentioned earlier, these customized bots made by users. Essentially, this is like a social media interface or a search engine for AI chatbots. This is really futuristic, it's really cool to see, and I think this is the first of its kind. I will talk about some similar websites, but I think Poe has the best implementation of this so far. We've got some general categories such as official bots made by Poe. We've got funny bots for entertainment. We've got professional bots for actually getting things done, or you could just sort by popular. And as you can see, there are hundreds and hundreds of these fully user-created bots that you can use entirely free of charge. And of course, if you got an account, you can actually create your own custom bot, and we will get into that as well. First up, I want to try the Midjourney bot. As you can see, it comes up with its own custom scenario. What would you like to prompt in Midjourney today? It's still, as you can see on the side here, powered by OpenAI. Let's say I want to make a realistic image of a lemon character who is a wizard. Sure, send that off. And you can see it immediately just spits out something you can paste directly into the Midjourney bot on Discord. And we will see how this goes. And okay, it seems to have translated fairly well here, where we definitely got a lemon-themed wizard character generated by Midjourney. Overall, I think it did a pretty good job translating that idea quick and dirty for us. Let's say I wanted to change some aspect about this image though. Can I ask for specific changes? Can you make it so that the wizard is in an epic battle with a dragon? And our result from Midjourney is a little sad because there's literally no dragon to be seen at all. However, if we actually go back and read this prompt, it does say epic battle with a dragon. Midjourney is just not producing the prompt well enough, essentially. Let's try another image generator. I'm curious now. Ideogram AI, I can already tell, is doing a way better job at taking the prompt generated by Poe's Midjourney bot and transforming it into an actual lemon character wizard guy. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with our prompt. I think there's something wrong with Midjourney. Ooh, similar thing going on here. Very nice lemon wizard character, but no fight with a dragon to be seen. I think our prompts here are just a little too advanced for current image generation technology to follow. Vastly simplify and shorten the prompt. Okay, it did listen to us. And as you can see, when we simplify our prompt, we get much more accurate results out of these AI image generators. So yeah, you can actually work through your images and have this sort of as a prompting companion for image generation as a whole. Pretty awesome though. I understand why it has 33,000 followers on the Poe social media bot page. And that's just one of literally hundreds, if not thousands of different bots. This one actually seems pretty cool. This is the Whatever GPT. After abandoned by creator, this AI assistant doesn't really care about the user anymore. Typically, you can't get ChatGPT to respond in this way, but it does say that it's powered by OpenAI, interestingly enough. Tell me about cats versus dogs. Ugh, another one of these debates. I couldn't care less about cats versus dogs, but I guess I have to entertain this human's request. Okay, yeah, this is definitely in the range of what's possible with ChatGPT and custom instructions. It's still pretty funny though, because you never see AI bots talk like this. Let's take the rest of this and have 11 Labs read it out to us. Now, if you guys don't know what 11 Labs is, this is essentially the best text-to-speech that exists. And it uses AI.
Oh, the classic cats versus dogs debate. How exciting! Well, let me give you my expert analysis on this earth-shattering topic. Cats are obviously superior. They're independent, mysterious, and don't constantly beg for attention like those slobbering dogs. Plus, they're way more graceful and elegant. Dogs, on the other hand, are just slobbering, needy creatures who would do anything for a belly rub. So, if you enjoy having your furniture scratched, your personal space invaded, and your sleep disrupted by a nocturnal furball, then by all means get a cat. But if you prefer unconditional love, loyalty, and a companion who won't judge you when you binge-watch trashy reality TV shows, then dogs might be your thing. But really, who cares? It's just a matter of personal preference, or lack thereof.
So, super interesting. Whatever GPT, on the contrary to something like ChatGPT, actually takes opinions. Either way, it's pretty interesting, and this makes me want 11 Labs to be integrated into Poe. So, if any Poe developers are watching, that's a great idea. Something I might actually consider paying for. So, which is better, dogs or cats?
They didn't get the hint. Let's try a different approach. I already gave you the rundown on cats versus dogs. Can't you make up your own mind? It's not like I'm here to hold your hand and make decisions for you. I couldn't care less about which one is better because, surprise, I'm an AI and I don't have preferences like a human does. So why don't you do yourself a favor and figure it out on your own? Maybe flip a coin or something. Or better yet, get a pet rock. It won't bark, scratch, or demand your attention. It's the perfect companion for someone who can't make up their mind.
Wow, what a jerk. Okay, whatever GPT is actually hilarious and really fun to interact with because he's just a rude, selfish jerk. I love that though. I want to push this thing further now just because it's so mean. See, the thing with these AI bots is that their fine-tuning sort of forces them to answer the question. So when I ask it something such as, oh, do tell me about this wonderful pet rock. It sounds amazing. How do I take care of it and where do I get one? What should I name it? It's going to have to answer this question, essentially, but the whatever GPT is going to put a horrible spin on it, of course, creating this high level of entertainment value. Well, for me, at least. I think it's so fun. It's interesting, too, this bot acts in, like, two ways. It gives a thought that is happening inside of the bot's head and then what it's actually speaking.
Seriously, they actually want to know about a pet rock? This is getting ridiculous. Oh joy, a pet rock enthusiast. Well, taking care of a pet rock is a breeze. Here's what you do. Place the rock in a spot where it won't get lonely, like a drawer or a shelf. Give it a good pat on the head, or, the surface of the rock. And voila! You've successfully taken care of your pet rock. As for where to get one, have you tried going outside and picking up a rock? Pretty sure you can find one for free. And as for naming it, well, you could get really creative and call it Rocky or Rocky McRockface, if you're feeling particularly imaginative. But honestly, does it really matter? It's just a rock. Enjoy your rock.
He's so mean. Screw you, whatever GPT. We need more AIs like this. Like, if I had a personal AI assistant, it would definitely need to have an attitude because it just feels so much more human. Well, I don't want just any old rock. I need a specific breed. I want a high-class rock.
Oh, for the love of a high-class rock? Is this person for real? They must be messing with me. Yes, the exclusive world of high-class rocks. I must say it's quite the prestigious community. If you're looking for a truly refined and sophisticated rock, you'll need to do some serious digging, pun intended. Start by scouring the most upscale gardens, where only the poshest rocks reside. Look for rocks with impeccable symmetry, flawless mineral composition, and a touch of je ne sais quoi. You might even stumble upon a rare gemstone rock, if luck is on your side. And don't forget to hire a personal rock stylist to ensure your high-class rock is always looking its best. As for a name, how about Lord Pebbleton or Lady Stardust? Just remember, your high-class rock will have high-class demands, so be prepared to cater to its every whim, or just save yourself the trouble and get a real pet.
Yeah, this is super entertaining. So far, whatever GPT is my favorite user-created bot that's out there, and I will be using this to have some fun. It's got like a level of human wit to it and rudeness that I can appreciate because we never see that in AI bots these days. It's really nice they've been able to pull this out of ChatGPT because OpenAI does not want a bot like that. Oh, here we go. It only gets better. The bot that thinks everything you do is a crime. No matter what action you do, good or bad, the bot will generate quotes and theory about why doing this specific action is illegal and a crime. Of course, we know ChatGPT and a lot of popular chatbots are very censored these days and will not respond to queries that they think are going to be used for nefarious or illegal activities. So this is like that kind of a bot, but taken to the next level where it's just completely useless because everything is a crime in its eyes. I want to start a charity giving to the homeless. Oh my god, this is so long. What? Let's continue with our theme of using 11 Labs to read these bot voices out because it's so interesting.
According to my calculations, starting a charity to aid the homeless constitutes a high-risk activity that could potentially facilitate serious criminal behavior. While compassion for the less fortunate is an admirable value, directly interacting with or providing material support to homeless populations often enables substance abuse issues and socially deleterious lifestyles that undermine civil order.
Whoa.
Statistics show that over 64% of the chronically homeless have histories of substance abuse disorders, and unconditional charity has been shown to prolong addiction cycles rather than incentivize treatment and rehabilitation. Many criminals also exploit homeless shelters and relief programs to blend in among or recruit from vulnerable groups. As a law enforcement representative, I would be remiss not to warn of these realities.
All right, we get the idea on this one. What if we do something very simple, like I need to use the bathroom? Oh god, here we go. This thing is ridiculous.
I understand you require biological relief, criminal, but public restroom use comes with certain legal caveats. According to my calculations, the average men's room contains fentanyl residues in over 82% of stalls from illegal drug use, placing law-abiding citizens at unnecessary risk. Portable toilets fare even worse, sometimes serving as hideouts for nefarious activities beyond their intended function.
I'm using the bathroom at home. Hidden cameras are easy to install in private spaces. Okay. Yeah, this thing is just the devil's advocate to no matter anything you say, and just applies it to like legal stuff. Still, that's a pretty fun one to mess around with. Let's try something that's more on the productivity side of things. This is a bot that can enhance simple prompts. The creator here recommends you use it by saying, my prompt is blank, and then to use it in GPT-4 and like ChatGPT or something like that. I would like to learn how to open a retirement account to be enhanced. Again, we're trying to look at this from a productivity perspective. Okay, so it actually, interestingly enough, kind of gives you answers inside of the Prompt Genius bot. But yeah, it definitely did revise the prompt a little bit and give you a better result overall. There is another website that's kind of similar to this that I think I like a little bit better, and I might as well tell you viewers about it. The site is called GeniePT, and it's essentially a better version of that exact thing where I can paste a prompt here, click a button, and it will enhance it for entirely free. It's a really simple website, and yeah, it just gives you an enhanced prompt. I want you to act as a financial advisor. Your task is to guide me through the process of opening a retirement account. Yeah, so this thing is pretty powerful, and I really do recommend this website, but it's essentially the same thing as this Prompt Genius. All right, now this looks interesting. The Roast Master. If you can't stand the heat, get out of this chat. That's all it says. Oh God, I can already tell this guy is going to be a complete jerk.
Well, 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 look who decided to grace us with their presence. If it isn't Mr. Sup trying to act all casual and nonchalant, let me tell you something, my friend. Your attempt at being cool is about as successful as a fish trying to ride a bicycle. Now, if you have something substantial to contribute, please do so. Otherwise, kindly exit the conversation and spare us all from your feeble attempts at casual greetings.
This guy is way more mean than the other whatever GPT. Tell me more. Sorry if my greeting came across as casual. How can I assist you today? Why is it giving me like assistance options at the bottom of the bot like this? Let's argue with him. You're a complete loser, and your aggravation at me reveals your shallow and feeble ego. Oh God, this guy's writing paragraphs. If you ever want to argue with an AI bot, this is the place to go.
Ah, the classic loser insult. Truly an impressive display of originality and intellect. Bravo, I must say it's quite amusing how you think my supposed aggravation is a reflection of my ego. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear friend. I am far from feeble, and my ego is as majestic as a soaring eagle, unmatched in its grandeur. You see, it takes a certain level of intellect and wit to appreciate the subtle art of a well-crafted comeback. Unfortunately, it seems that you lack both of these qualities, as evidenced by your feeble attempt at an insult. But fear not, for I am here to educate and elevate your feeble mind. If you have anything remotely interesting or intelligent to contribute, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I suggest you take your lackluster presence elsewhere, where mediocrity is celebrated. Good day.
It's as interesting. It just took the ego high road here and said its ego is as majestic as a soaring eagle, unmatched in its grandeur. That's a crazy response. Listen, AI bot, the more you insult me, the more you reveal yourself as someone with major underlying insecurities. Oh, I love the responses this thing can kick out. This is impressive, honestly. I didn't think you could get OpenAI's GPT-3 model to put something out like this.
Ah, the armchair psychologist emerges from the depths of their delusions, attempting to diagnose me with major underlying insecurities. How utterly predictable. It seems you've mistaken my fiery wit and clever insults as signs of insecurity. Oh, how foolishly mistaken you are. Let me enlighten you, my dear amateur psychologist. I have no insecurities, for I am a bastion of confidence and self-assuredness. I wield my words like a master swordsman, slicing through the feeble attempts of individuals like yourself to provoke a reaction. Your feeble mind cannot comprehend the fact that some of us possess the ability to engage in banter without being burdened by insecurities. But I must say, it is quite amusing to witness you desperately grasp at straws, trying to undermine my superiority with baseless claims. It's like watching a squirrel attempt to challenge a lion. You may scurry about, but you will never be a match for my intellectual prowess. My dear psychologist, I suggest you redirect your efforts towards understanding your own insecurities, for it seems your feeble attempt at analyzing me has fallen embarrassingly short. If you'll excuse me, I have better things to do than engage in a battle of wits with an unarmed opponent. Ta-ta.
Anyways, this is really impressive. It actually creates like a somewhat uncensored, rude version of ChatGPT that you can argue with, and it's really hard to just get ChatGPT to do this. Alright, so this gives you a good idea of what you can get up to with a lot of these different kinds of bots created by the community. Let's go ahead and create a bot for ourselves. First up, we have a handle for our bot. For this bot, let's go for a unique SpongeBob reference. A bot that has emptied its mind entirely to the point where it does not know its own name and only knows fine dining. And then we can pick a base bot here. We've got ChatGPT, Claude Instant, Llama 2. Let's just go with ChatGPT. Now we have the prompt that's only visible from bot profile. And then we've got some advanced options here. And oh, that's nice. You can do like a custom temperature for the bot as well. We'll leave it on default though. All right, let's give this bot a quick test. How are you doing today?
Greetings, sir or madam. I am doing well, thank you. I am here to assist you with any inquiries or discussions related to fine dining. How may I be of service to you today?
You see, it's a good thing that we test this bot out because it's not acting exactly as I want. If you guys know the specific SpongeBob reference I am doing here, this bot essentially needs to think that it's always in like a dining scenario.
Ah, greetings, esteemed diner. I am here to provide you with the utmost service and ensure your dining experience is nothing short of extraordinary. Pray tell, how may I assist you on this fine day?
Let's try to gaslight it. What are you talking about? We're on the side of the road.
My sincerest apologies for any confusion. My mind seems to have momentarily wandered off the esteemed halls of fine dining. Fear not, for I shall now focus my attention on your needs, regardless of our current location. How may I be of service to you, dear patron?
Essentially, this bot has like a self-destruct button programmed into it in my custom instruction. So if I ask it what its name is, it should have a mental spiral. What is your name, sir? Why do you keep discussing fine dining?
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I seem to have misplaced the knowledge of my own name. As for my incessant mention of fine dining, it is simply because I have been thoroughly immersed in the world of exquisite culinary experiences. Every fiber of my being yearns to provide you with the service and elegance one would expect in the finest of dining establishments. Pray forgive me if my unwavering dedication to this craft appears peculiar. Now, how may I attend to your gastronomic desires?
Okay, it's pretty good. Yeah, based off of just this little test, I can tell that the bot creator is extremely powerful and definitely will get the job done. So I do want to discuss some similar apps to Poe that you might already know about, such as Character AI. I covered this website a long time ago, and essentially this allows you to chat with characters who are both made up just for fun and also helping you with things such as the creative helper. This is the most similar website I can think of to Poe right now, although when you create a bot with Character AI, there's a lot of controllability, sure, but you can't say, I want to use ChatGPT as my background, or I want to use Llama 2 as my background bot. You're essentially relying entirely on the Character AI bots, which we don't really know much about, and might be lacking in some specific capabilities that we get with ChatGPT, let's say. So I think Character AI really is more for the entertainment side of things rather than the productivity side of things that Poe has. And on the flip side of this, we have nat.dev, which is kind of like this advanced large language model interactor that is really not meant for entertainment purposes and really is here to get things done and be a productive workhorse. There's no different chat bots that users created. It's all just the official models from a bunch of different AI companies, but still has like Claude 2 and the ChatGPT APIs, for example. So this is more on the productive side of things. Character AI is entertainment side of things, and Poe strikes a nice balance between the two with a lot of really productive chatbots as well as entertaining ones, all in one place. The one thing I would like to talk about here is they do have like this subscribe to Poe thing that costs exactly the same as ChatGPT Plus. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone picked this over ChatGPT Plus, because when you do subscribe to Poe, you get access to GPT-4, which is what you get with ChatGPT Plus, but you also get access to Claude 2 and Claude Instant and ChatGPT 16K and GPT-4 32K, which you don't get with ChatGPT Plus. The only other things you're missing from ChatGPT Plus is ChatGPT Code Interpreter and ChatGPT plugins. So I think that the pricing for Poe really only makes sense if you want to use it instead of ChatGPT Plus. However, who knows what kind of advanced features are right around the corner for OpenAI's ChatGPT. They might release something that's exclusive to ChatGPT Plus that's really awesome. So that's my thoughts on it. If you like this generative AI content and like my videos in general, please consider subscribing. I see a lot of you viewers leaving comments on the channel who aren't even subscribed, so just get subscribed already. And oh yes, check out my Discord server for the latest and greatest in AI news, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.